Hello, in this video I'll show you how to diagnose a common problem with the parking sensors not working on Seat Ibiza. The procedure might be similar for other Seats, Skodas, Volkswagens, Audis. On this car, when I'm reversing, I don't hear the parking sensors beeping, so that means they're not working. So next I'm gonna go into the car, turn the ignition on and connect the scan tool and look for fault codes. On the scan tool I'm going to go into parallel parking control module to see what faults are there. We can see we have one fault code. It's a park assist speaker, open circuit or short circuit to ground. That means we have a problem with the park assist speaker or buzzer or one of the cables that go to it, because it says short circuit to ground. Next we're going to find the location of this park assist speaker. The location on this car, on this Seat Ibiza, is on the left behind this carpet. In order to remove it, there is a couple of bolts that we need to remove on this plastic panel on the upper side, and then we can take out the carpet. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Now that the carpet is removed, we'll see what's behind it. The buzzer should be, the park assist buzzer should be in there. That's the park assist buzzer right there. And on the right is the park assist control module. Next, we're going to remove the park assist buzzer and also the electrical connector. And we're going to test it on the bench. To remove the electrical connector, you only need to pull it out and it will come out. That's the park assist buzzer out. Now I'm going to go and give it power with a power probe, just to see if this buzzer is working at all. The buzzer has two pins, one for power and one for ground. So when we give it power and ground, the buzzer should start beeping like in the car. I'm going to put these cables onto the pins, and this is the power probe that I'm going to use. The power probe is going to be power and this cable is going to be ground. And I'm going to connect power and ground to this buzzer and see if it will make any noise. Now I'm giving it power, but the buzzer doesn't seem to make any noise. That means there is a problem with the buzzer. The buzzer needs to be replaced. But before replacing the buzzer, first I'm gonna go into the car and I'm going to check if there is power and ground coming to the electrical connector that's going to the buzzer. If there is power and ground coming to the electrical connector, that means definitely the buzzer is not working. First, I'm going to turn the ignition on and put on reverse gear so that the parking sensors are working. When the parking sensors are working, that means there should be power and ground coming to the electrical connector for the buzzer. If there is power and ground coming to the electrical connector, and that means that the buzzer is definitely not working. I am shooting the video from a little bit far away, but there is power and ground coming to the electrical connector, so that means everything is alright with the wiring. So that means that the buzzer needs to be replaced. Next, I'm going to put on the new buzzer. Now that the electrical connector has been put on the buzzer, I'm going to turn the ignition on and put the gear in reverse. I'm also going to open the parallel parking control module to clear the fault. And when I put the gear in reverse, I'm gonna go behind the car just to see if the buzzer will start working when I'm near the parking sensors. We can hear the buzzer is working. That means problem with the parking sensors was the buzzer. Now the buzzer is working, so now we can assemble everything in the reverse order. We also need to clear the fault code with the scan tool. After we clear the fault code and we assemble everything else, that means we're done with diagnosing this problem and fixing it. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.